it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run!
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got it. He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Kill. Hey, turn. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Great.
Come on, D.
On 2nd down now. It's White. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Check 26.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Here comes the boom!
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey,
watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
Express!
Pick the edge. Come. 54.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White.
Drop deep.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run over.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Alert, alert!
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You better be afraid of me. Slam, slam, slam.
61, matchbox lights.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he gets it down to the 32. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Mike 20, Mike. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way we can get it done.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they...
Back to throw, Newton. He's going to float this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, 73 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Watch the run. I got you, boy.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The big 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. This is Johnson. He's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Like 5. Mike's 5-4. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah!
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go, here we go.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
You ain't going there.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 59 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Set.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, Heavy.
Then he'll give it here to his running back.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Mike 54. So don't say nothing. Slam.
Snickers. Snickers. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Woo! Check 37. Check 37. Express. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Right there. 50. Right there. 54.
First down, here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The shotgun snap for Newton. He's got White here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
White 33.
50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
I get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, this is White on the screen.
We ain't giving up nothing.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 780.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Wild Bill.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Bravo!
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 yards on the pickup.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Joker.
On 2nd down, it's White. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
I'm coming after you.
20.
198.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
98 for Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Newton on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I got you, son.
Going right side is White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, what is it? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Last stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
On second down now, it's White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Mike 54. So we got man. Out. Express. Gun. What is it?
They go right back to White here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
198.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check. Jack 16. Rocky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 11.
He's checking. Alert.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing his knee. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I got one.
Here we go with Michelle. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, 70 yards, and they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, folks.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offense.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
A gain of 14.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Alpha. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, 37 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Newton. It's complete. James White. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the slant.
Now it's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a 1st down.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. So how about that for a momentum switch?
Let's go.
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Watch twins. 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. John Simon in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
24.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
20. 8. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, Mike. Hey, Delta. 20. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20. Let's get the ball.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
All right, now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Hey, Zoo. Squeeze, double. 54.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Roethlisberger now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Here we go. Right there. 54, right there.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A gain of 14. And a Steeler first down.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Double bump.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, exit.
Right here, guys. Fight for
These two.
You want. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Show that bench release and go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. But that's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll run with White, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
They stay on the ground with White. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
Here's White.
I'm all over
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let him know.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Right there.
And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my coach used to say. Get in the position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you get a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want
can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the